4:45. Okay, thank you. Man, that was an honor, man. What a cool deal.
Great talk.
No, I mean, I don't know. Gage is in there. My boy's in there. I don't want to embarrass him. He's heard these things before. You got a short period of time.
Away from Texas. Yes, sir. Watch you every single day. Nobody lays it down like Uncle Neely and the pregame show.
Neely, pregame show behind the scenes of everything. And why does he get that kind of access? Why does he get that kind of access? Because trust is involved. You would never get the kind of access you desire unless there's trust and relationship. You trying to put your up on game?
A little bit of juice been needed more than that. What we just happened. He is a godsend today, right? Been around this place for 5 or 6 months. Haven't been starstruck, and there's a lot of stars that walk around. But one time, because when I was growing up, right, he was the baddest dude in the world. Right, has been in this seat, has sat in the seat that you're trying to get to, has really lived 3 or 4 professional lives, and has been great ever since I've got to know him. So the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Goldberg.
Well, thank you guys. First and foremost, it's an honor and a privilege to be up here and bestowed the responsibility to talk to you guys. I don't know what you see when you see me, but I've been extremely fortunate to do a lot of cool things in my life. College football, pro football, professional wrestling, television, movies. I've been all around the world. I've wrestled in front of millions of people, unfortunately in my underwear. But the point of me bringing that up is that you may see me as many different things, and pardon my French, okay, but I'm a defensive lineman. Period. End of story. There is no difference between myself and Coach Sapp, except for I'm white and I wasn't worth it. Okay? I'm as crazy as that is, if not more. And that's what you need to be D lineman. That's what you need to play defense. The point of me bringing up who you guys think I am is that none of that makes a difference to me. No matter how rich you are, no matter how successful you are, no matter how famous you are, there's one thing that I can't do. Well, there's a lot of things I can't do. But one thing that I would love to do more than anything in the world, and other than my son who already knows the answer, I bet you guys couldn't guess what the hell it was. It's sitting where you guys are. It's getting the opportunity to play the sport that I love, the sport that made me who I was. As I said, I've been extremely lucky because I did get the opportunity to play football again. I acted in The Longest Yard. I was the only actor that played every single down. I was the only actor that went through it and enjoyed it as much as all the extras who were arena guys, who were World Football League guys. I got in fights every fucking day. I don't care how old I was because I got to do what I loved more than anything in the world. I knew how valuable an opportunity like that was because not many people get that opportunity. And I'll be damned if The Longest Yard's over with and I get to be on this show called Pros vs. Joes. None of you guys are old enough to remember that. But it was literally professional athletes playing against normal Joes, right? I was lucky enough to have Kevin Green as a roommate when I played for the Rams. Kevin Green is one of the craziest son of a that ever walked this planet. Kevin Green and I got suited up in full gear and got to go 2-on-2 with 2 morons who had no idea what was going on. I lined up as a D lineman, head slapped the guy, put him in the hospital. The guy that ran the ball got put in the hospital by Kevin, right? So the point of that is that I've been extremely lucky in that the thing that I love, I've had the opportunity to go back and do a couple different times. So why do I tell you that? Take advantage of the moment. Take advantage of the moment. You have 176 years of NFL experience on your staff. And I can guarantee you that every single one of them would cut at least a finger off to be sitting where you guys are, to be able to have that opportunity again. Because to me, that was the most important and the most fun time of my entire life. Everybody asked me what the best wrestling moment I ever had was. The best wrestling moment I ever had was when I beat Hulk Hogan in front of 45,000 people live at the Georgia Dome, which I was in the first game at the Georgia Dome, so it meant a lot to me. It was in Atlanta. It was in front of all the people that knew me from the University of Georgia, so I had it was an unbelievable honor to be able to do that. I wrestled 2 times that night. I don't give a shit about nothing wrestling in that night, because when we went off the air, when I won the belt against Hollywood Hogan, 6 months after I got in the business, I got the shit beat out of me by everybody else in the NWO when we went off the air. All of a sudden, through the curtains in the back, who do you think came to my aid? My teammates from the Falcons. Jamal Anderson, Shane Durnett, Jesse Tuggle. The list goes on and on. And for me, as a guy who was on the developmental squad, who always wanted to be Warren Sapp and be an all-pro and be out there playing every single down and be responsible for a spot on my team, I did everything I could just to be that developmental guy, right? For me, it was a dream, and the opportunity to do that isn't taken lightly. Whether you're a transfer, whether you're a walk-on, whether you've been here 1 year, whether you've been here 5 years, understand the opportunity that is in front of you. Please, dear God. Part of my speech was altered a little bit in that you guys don't have your last names on your jerseys anymore, right? And I was going to tell you that you're not just doing this for yourself, you're doing it for your family. But it's even bigger than that. You're doing it for every goober that's enrolled in the University of Colorado that would die to be in your place. You're doing it for every kid that has dreamed to play college football. You guys have an opportunity. Do not squander it. There's a Latin word, carpe diem, a Latin phrase. It's called seize the moment. I'm the last freaking guy to be sitting up here spurting other languages. I'm not the smartest dude in the world, but I know that saying. And that saying is all about making the best of the moment. I don't care if you're Travis, I don't care if you're Gage, you can always get better. Every single second that you have this responsibility to be accountable to the guy next to you, to be accountable to your coach, to be accountable to your family, take advantage of it. Because life is short. And I'm telling you as a 58-year-old guy, life is short. You could get hurt tomorrow. And then what? You look back and you go, I should have worked harder. I should have ran a little bit faster. I should have given a little bit more effort. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. I don't care if you're a walk-on and you're a freshman. I don't care if you're a 5th-year senior. I don't care in this day and age if you're a 7th-year fucking senior. Don't take one play off. You have a responsibility to your teammates, to your family, but most importantly, yourself. Every day when you look in the mirror and you think about practice, one play might pop up in your head. I could have gone a little harder. Coach didn't see me that time. I was off camera. I lollygag. I didn't hustle. F that. You have to hold yourselves in the highest esteem, and you have to put the most pressure on yourself as humanly possible to be your best. I ain't a preacher by any sense of the imagination, right? Not. I'm just a guy with a little bit of experience and has a little bit of success. And I'm willing to share it with you guys. I'm willing to share it with everybody because that's my job, that's my duty, and that's my responsibility to help people that are going to fill my footsteps that are coming in behind me. Right? Now, you guys were, 120-something last year as a defense? F that. Okay? I take it personally now because my son's a part of your team. I went to the University of Georgia, but right now, University of Colorado is my team. I see stuff that happened in the past. You may not be responsible for that, but you're accountable for it, right? Make a difference. Shove all that down all of your critics' throats, starting the first game, the first play. And you punch the dude in the mouth that you're playing against, and you let him know that it ain't gonna be easy day. I don't care what position you play, I don't care if you're a kicker. You go out there with intent. Football is not badminton by any stretch of imagination. You gotta be a bad son, put a helmet on. I don't care what position you play. Okay? So look yourself in the mirror and understand that you did everything that you had to do that day to be the best football player and the best teammate and the best person at the end of the day. Because when this football game's over with, that's what you're left with. All the experiences that made you the person that you are. And as I said, I ain't no wrestler, I ain't no actor, I'm not The Rock, I'm Goldberg. And I'll headbutt doors to the day I die, because that's who I am. Look in the mirror and find out who you are, right? Go out there and be the best version of yourself. And make sure that that that's trying to block you understands that it ain't gonna be easy. It ain't gonna be easy. Have a lot of pride. If you don't have it for yourself, have it for your family, but have it for your teammates. And start today. Because today, I don't know, what are you, 10 days out? 13 days out? I can't see, I can't even add, I can't even subtract. I don't care. Right? Have a purpose. You guys are on the defense. Y'all are the nastiest of the nastiest. Go out there and act like it. And play for that dude right next to you. And be proud of who you are and what you've done every day. And don't make excuses, because it's nobody else's problem. It's nobody else's fault, because you have complete control over every single thing you do. And everybody's watching. Love you guys. Please kick some ass. I'm begging you, because I don't want to have to put a jersey on again, but goddamn it, I'll do it. Sorry about all the cussing, guys, but it's just me.
Fuck that, you good, bro.
You're crazy. All right, break it up, break it up, break it up, break it up.
What up,
Let's do it, boys.
Oh, Pee Wee, we'll put the players up.
Yes, sir. Pleasure. Most definitely. Whatever. I just want someone to tell me. Yes, sir. 4:45. Okay. Thank you. Man, that was an honor, man. What a cool deal.
Great talk.
No, you know, I mean, I don't know. Gage is in there. My boy's in there. I don't want to embarrass him. He's heard these things before. You know, you got a short period of time. You got to hit on a million different things. I had to pull one of my little speeches out and trying to shove as much in as humanly possible in a short period of time and try to cover as much as possible. But at the end of the day, man, I want to impart on them how lucky they are to have this opportunity.
Absolutely.
And how lucky they are in so many ways, not just one to get it, but to be able to learn from all of the people on this staff is a blessing. And to be able to go out and represent yourself, your family, your school, I mean, that's the coolest thing in the world. So to be able to talk to them is just a huge honor.
And don't sleep on to hear from you was a blessing. That was exceptional.
Thank you.
Somebody that's been there, done it, and can talk about how fast it passes by, how fleeting it is.
Yeah, I mean, and Gage will tell you. I mean, I'll put a helmet on and pads tomorrow if somebody let me. I mean, that's just who I am. I was born, the first picture that was ever taken of me, I was in my brother's football helmet, right? I mean, honestly, I'm no different than anybody else except for I'm just a D lineman, period, end of story. And I want that on my grave. He was just a D lineman.